I can't figure out why my camera is so dark. Okay, well, that's not too bad. Anyway, how's everybody doing? So I am going to try to build up my YouTube channel. So I'm going to try to go live maybe at least once a week, maybe even more, or whenever I have things to talk about. And I figure today is a good day. Oh, I got 2 people in the room. So thank you very much, whoever's watching. So today I had to do an audition for a cooking show, believe it or not. In fact, I got invited to do so, which is really exciting to me because, to be honest with you, I probably wouldn't have any confidence if I just tried to do it on my own because I would think it was like a shot in the dark. But all right, so I'll tell you how this all kind of came about. So I have a good friend of mine named Susie Hassan. I try to say Susie and Hassan at the same time, Susie Hassan. And she was a reporter down in Florida that I worked with. And when she left the station down there, I shot her audition tape to become a spokesperson for Dyson vacuums. And guess what? She got the job. And then not only that, but then my friend Kate Ekman came up to me and she was leaving the station there, and she was a reporter too. And she wanted to go to QVC and needed an audition tape. And she said, will you, your magic lens, will you shoot my audition? I said, sure, I will. And sure enough, she got the job. So that was great. I'm very happy for both of them. Both of them have gone on to do fabulous things. Both of them have published books. I'm really proud of both those ladies. So anyway, Susie sent me a guy that I guess she works. I think she's up in Pennsylvania, somewhere on the Pennsylvania New York line, and she does a lot of work up there on camera stuff. Anyway, I guess there was a casting call for a traveling cooking and history show, and she sent me a link. She said, I think you'd be perfect for this. I was like, wow, and it's one of those things where like it's two ways. Either like the idea that they would actually hire me is a complete joke, or I would absolutely be the most perfect guy. By the way, can you guys hear me? I don't see my mic lighting up, so I hope I'm not muted. I guess I won't know until I look at this later on. So anyway, I was like, well, I might as well. It's one of those things like you don't know unless you try. So I sent them, they wanted like a headshot, just a video of something, of me doing something and some other information, my resume. And so I sent all that in. The video was one of the last rib cooking videos I've done. And I didn't think anything of it. Well, last night, the producer, sent me another email and said, we would like you, and I'm sure they sent this to multiple people, but we would like you to do an on-tape audition. Here are the questions we want you to answer. And, please do it within 5 days. And of course, me, I got something like that. I'm going to do it right away. Because first of all, I will not be able to enjoy myself for the next 5 days. I'll be like, I'll be too obsessed with it and thinking about it too much. I'm surprised I even slept last night. So anyway, I kind of ran through what the questions were and what I was going to say, but I don't want to be too rehearsed because this is kind of my wheelhouse. I'm not like a good script reader, teleprompter reader. I'm more of an off-the-cuff kind of guy. That's why I'm doing these things live as opposed to like a recorded. If this was recorded, like if I was recording and uploading it, I would have to do take after take because every little mistake I would start over again. So when you're live, you just got to do it. And I'm the same way playing the fiddle, I'm fine live and I'm okay if I make mistakes, but if it's a recording, I just fall apart. So anyway, I did the audition. It was supposed to be 3 to 5 minutes long. Mine was like 7.5, so I'm probably disqualified right there. But since I had my little studio set up, I have to put like my computer up on some boxes so it's not shooting up at my fat neck. And I have a light that I set up, although I don't think it's doing much. This is probably doing more. Yeah, like that. Anyway, it's just a Venetian blind over there. So anyway, I got done with that, and I figured, well, since I'm up, I'll do a YouTube live. And the show, it sounds really fun because it has to do with history and cooking, and those are like the two things I do. So who knows? Wish me luck. I'll keep you guys updated if I get the job. So the other thing is, I just wanted to talk about, I decided to make this focus of this kind of like my travels in marketing my books. And so tomorrow is the anniversary of the Battle of Perryville. And of course, the Battle of Perryville is in my book, The Perils of Perryville. And so I know, okay, this is the anniversary, so I have to make this my thing. I have to jump all over this. So what I did was I wrote an article on Monday. I wrote it on Monday. On Tuesday, I went and looked. Oh, my girlfriend is dinging me. Remember, you just. Okay, I'll have to get back to her on that. So then yesterday, I proofread it and I added all the images. And then today, I went through it one more time, and then I uploaded it. Not only did I publish it on WordPress, but on all my social media, which is really like. Come on, Laura. We'll get to this later. She wants to. Never mind. It's just funny stuff. Anyway, so I published it on WordPress, and then I shared it on my Facebook, on Twitter, on LinkedIn, and on Pinterest. I'm not really that big on Pinterest, but I have one, so I might as well share stuff. And I get views. I get clicks from it, so why not? And then I sat down for like an hour and a half and I shared it on every single Civil War or historical Facebook group, I could think of, including civilwartalks.com. And I've gotten over 60 views on the article so far, and I think it's going to do better. And I've had a lot of people actually share it. So why do you do that? Well, if you're writing about something, especially historical fiction, you want people to think of you as the authority. So if you can write articles, and then in your article, and of course in mine, at the very end of it, did you like that? Would you like to learn more about about Perryville and the people who fought there? Check out my book. It's available on Amazon. So, and there's even a way with WordPress where you can put like a little preview. They can actually read pages from your book. It's brilliant. So, will that get me any new readers or new book sales? Maybe. I hope so. So the other thing is, I did that today because I'm going to be busy tomorrow, and also I thought, well, if I publish the article the day before on the eve of the anniversary. Maybe then people will be sharing it. It'll get even more traction tomorrow, which is the actual day. So then tomorrow is another one of my what I call a guerrilla book tour, which is there's no bookstore, there's no museum, there's no Sons of Confederate or Union veterans that invited me. I'm just going to show up in Perryville with my fiddle and a box of books. I will probably get kicked out of the park there. And I understand that because if they just allowed anybody to show up with their fiddle and their books, then it would just be a flea market. So I'll probably get kicked out of there. But the great thing is that particular site, the town of Perryville is right there. It's about half a mile from there. So I can go downtown Perryville and find a place to set up and play. And, it's an hour and a half drive there, an hour and a half drive back. But, if I sell one book, it was worth the trip because, like I said, right now, the goal is, of course the goal is to make $1 bazillion. Of course, like if right now I could press a button that says you just sold 1 million copies and Hollywood is calling you to make a series for Netflix, bam, let's do it. But that's a dream, man. It can happen, but that's like the lottery, and that's like winning the lottery. So I got to do it the hard work way. And the hard work way is building your readership from the ground up. You don't just write a book and then put it on Amazon and then sit back and wait for the checks to come. You don't do that. You have to constantly market yourself, constantly push yourself. And so that means writing articles about the topics that's in your book. It means going to the places that you write about on the anniversaries with your fiddle and playing. It means sharing anything you can on the various Facebook groups to mark yourself as an authority. It's funny because I noticed there's another article, someone else who is also on WordPress, so I'm competing with this person, but that person's article is being tossed around too. So I wonder which of the two. I don't know if there's a way of knowing, but I wonder which of the two does better today. I'll tell you this: I outworked that person because people may be better than me in a lot of things, but nobody's going to outwork me. So that's it. The other things going on today is on Saturday, I have I'm playing for the Robertson County Historical Museum or Society. It's supposed to be up at a graveyard there, but because of the rain, I think they're moving it to an auditorium in a junior high school. We'll see about that. I'll share that event on Facebook. And if you don't follow me on Facebook or friend me, please do so. Friend me, as long as I have less than 5,000. I accept a friend request. The other thing is on Monday, I haven't really advertised this, but a friend of mine, Marty, he's a reenactor and he's involved with some filmmaking, and they're making a film out in near Memphis, and they invited me to come out to be an extra in Playfield. So that's fun, and they got 18th century because it's like 1890s. So I'm going to be an extra in that, and it's a good way to network because I guess the filmmaker does a lot of historical stuff, and also it's near Memphis, and they don't need me till 6 p.m. So I'm going to go down there. There's some things I want to look at that are going to help me with my writing of Blood for Blood at Nashville, because some of it takes place in Memphis. So make the most of your trip, driving out there. That's the last of the long trips that I'm doing. And then I can't remember everything else. I know the following weekend is Ghost in the Grove, Friday and Saturday. I hope you can come out for that. And the week after that, I'm playing one more time at Cedar Hill. By the way, Thursday night, I'm going to be out in Perryville, but my band, the Inglewood Old Time String Band, they're going to be performing without me at Cedar Hill at the farmers market there. So that's awesome. And then on the 24th, I will be there, and that will be the end of the season. It might be one of the last times I play publicly. Outdoors, that is, because the weather's changing. And then on the 30th, I'm going to be at the Robertson County History Museum, and I'm going to be one of the storytellers there. And then Halloween. And then on December, let's see. Do I have anything in November? On December the 4th, I'm doing a Zoom, but I think that's I think you have to be invited to that. And it's a parlor, it's a group of intellectuals that get together and invite people to come and talk to them. And so I've been invited to do a talk on the Second Michigan and the Battle of Island Number 10. So that is the update. Look at that. I got it. We're only 13 minutes in. I'm going to let you guys go. I think I have one viewer. I never know if that means there's really someone there watching or if it's me watching myself. So thank you very much. And I'll talk to you guys later. Wish me luck. All right, here we go. End stream. Yes.